If you're nearing retirement, then you might be considering a move as you seek affordable living, great weather, low property taxes, and an outdoor lifestyle. And if this is true, then you're certainly not alone, which is why South Carolina, and more specifically Myrtle Beach, has become the #1 relocation destination over the past few years. Hey, welcome back, and if you're new here, my name is Nick, and on this channel I talk about things to do here in Myrtle Beach. I give tips and advice about the area, and I'm a real estate agent, so of course I talk about the real estate. So if you are thinking about relocating to the area, then be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and tap the little notification bell while you're at it. This way you could be the first to know about what's going on here in Myrtle Beach. Now, I get calls every single day from people just like you who are moving to the area. So if you ever have any questions or if I can help you find home here at the beach, then I would love to chat with you. You can always use the first link down in the description to schedule a call with me. So today we're going to be talking about the top 5 reasons why you may want to consider retiring to Myrtle Beach, and we're going to jump into reason number 1, which is cost of living. According to World Population Review, South Carolina has an average cost of living that is 3.5% lower than the national average, and South Carolina's housing costs are 10.4% lower than the national average. Now, what does this mean for you? If you're relocating from somewhere like New York or New Jersey or other northeastern states that have a higher cost of living, this means in South Carolina, you're going to be able to afford a better quality of life. Also, our property taxes here in South Carolina are some of the lowest in the country, especially for those who get to benefit from the owner-occupied residency discount. And on top of that, here in Horry County, which is where Myrtle Beach is located, the taxes are some of the lowest in the state. Additionally, once you reach the age of 65 and you've lived here in South Carolina for a full year, then you get to take advantage of the Homestead Act. Now, the Homestead Act is different in every state, but here in South Carolina, it reduces the taxable value of your home by $50,000. So if you own a home that's worth $450,000, you'll get tax on it as if it was only worth $400,000. Escaping the brutally cold winters and snow is another reason why you might want to retire to Myrtle Beach. When it comes to the winter here in Myrtle Beach, the weather is relatively mild, so much so that the temperatures barely dip below freezing. The average low temperatures for the 4 coldest months throughout the year is 39 degrees, which I know is still cold, but remember, this is the lows. The average highs for those same coolest months is 60 degrees. In the summer months, the temperatures are very warm, and according to Google, the average amount of sunny days in Myrtle Beach is 215 days. Now, I'm not gonna lie, in the summer, there's some days that can get too hot and too humid. But the good news is you can plan your day around that, and you can plan to spend the hottest parts of the day either inside, at the beach, or in the pool. And for me, I love the spring and the fall where the temperatures during the day are going to hover around the mid-60s to the mid-70s. That beautiful weather that stays relatively mild throughout the winter months allows you to be able to spend more time outdoors throughout the entire year, which is another reason why so many people want to retire to Myrtle Beach. If you like golf, then you will love living in Myrtle Beach, as the greater area has over 80 different courses, most of which are public. And if golf isn't your thing, then don't worry, there's still plenty to do outdoors. For some, spending a few hours a day relaxing on the beach is living the retirement dream. For others, you might need a little bit more adventure, and you'll enjoy kayaking down in Murrells Inlet, jet skiing out on the Intracoastal Waterway, or parasailing over the Atlantic Ocean. There is also plenty of opportunity to get out and enjoy nature at one of our 2 state parks, Myrtle Beach State Park and Huntington Beach State Park down in Murrells Inlet. And if that's your thing, you might also enjoy exploring Brook Green Gardens and the Waccamaw National Wildlife Refuge. Whatever you like to do, there's plenty of opportunity to get outside and enjoy the sun when you're living in Myrtle Beach. And speaking of things to do, there's plenty of opportunity to own a home in an active community with plenty of amenities. This way you can get out within the neighborhood and meet some people without venturing too far from home. Trust me, plenty of people are like you. They're relocating to the area without knowing anybody. So having amenities like a pool, clubhouse, or pickleball courts right within your community is a great way to get out and meet the neighbors. The greater Myrtle Beach area has a wide array of HOA communities, from the full-on 55+ communities with full-time activities directors and more amenities than a vacation resort, to the more modest communities that have a simple pavilion and pool. Either way, living in a community with some sort of amenities is going to make it that much easier to get out and make some new friends here at the beach. And lastly, if you're like me, you like to eat. And let's face it, you're retired and you don't want to spend all your time cooking and cleaning the kitchen. You want to get out and enjoy some new experiences. Well, then you'll be happy to know that the greater Myrtle Beach area has nearly 2,000 full-service restaurants. And I just stumbled across an article that said Myrtle Beach actually has more restaurants per capita than both New York City and Paris, which is crazy to think about. Now, we do have a lot of seafood and fried food here in South Carolina, but I've noticed recently that over the past few years, the variety is getting greater and greater. There really is something for everyone, from beachy dives with great live music to elegant restaurants that make a great option for a special occasion. Some of my favorite places to eat, just randomly thrown at you here, are anywhere down at the Murrells Inlet Marsh Walk, because it's a great place for a casual night out with lots of great live music. My favorite Mexican restaurant is Fiesta Mexicana up on 70th Avenue. Another great option on the north end of Myrtle Beach is Portofino's Italian Kitchen. And down on the south end in Pawleys Island, Frank's Outback Steakhouse is a must-try for a special occasion. Trust me, once you see the atmosphere at Frank's, you'll understand why it's one of my favorites. Just be prepared to make a reservation at least 2 weeks in advance, if not more, and make sure it's for that outdoor section at Frank's. And go ahead and hit that thumbs up button as a thank you for that tip. And if you've not done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below as well. And if you're ready to find your home here at the beach, then I would love to be the one to help you out. You can always use the first link down in the description to schedule a call with me. I'm looking forward to speaking with you. I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.